Okay, so what I'm about to do right now is gonna hurt. Okay, it's gonna hurt, but bear with me. It's important. I'm making a point here, an expensive point here. Look, you see this right here? This thing right here that you guys all value? All this right here? How did that feel? Did that hurt? Did it make you feel like, dang, Alex, why are you just throwing away hundreds of dollars? I can use that money right now. Well, the truth is, this is fake. This right here is literally fake, okay? And the reason why I say that is because it's assigned value. Somebody assigned, some old guy with a whole bunch of power assigned value to these dollars that you guys cherish so much, okay? It's not the fact that these dollars mean so much to you. What it is that you value freedom. You value the ability to do what you want when you want on your own terms. In this video here, I'm gonna show you guys the only strategy to become a millionaire in Bitcoin. I think it's the easiest way to make money in the world right now. The easiest time to actually build capital with a small investment in 2020. Keep watching. So I know it hurts, I know me cutting up these $100 bills. A lot of you, are having money problems. I've been there before, back in a couple of years, like 4 or 5 years ago, I got fired from my job. I got fired from this place called Square One Burger because I was so broke. I couldn't even afford rent. I had to lie on my job application and said I was a server for 2 years. I happened to be a horrible server. I got fired. You know why it really hurt? It didn't hurt because I got fired. It hurt because I tried really hard to make ends meet, only to get fired. All those people I worked with, everyone I worked with, they were all literally like looking at me while I was leaving. All this pressure on my shoulder felt like a boulder on my head. All these people literally like, dang, that guy's not good enough. All these people that I build relationships with, looking at me like I'm not good enough, walking out of the building. And then to have to go home to my girlfriend and tell her that I won't be able to pay rent and we're gonna have to figure out a way to scrap things together, sell things on eBay. That feeling, it's like literally like a pressure feeling. Someone's suffocating me, like I'm drowning underwater. That feeling right there, I know how it feels. I've been through it before, right? And this is what this money does to you. It invokes emotion. But the thing is, if you take control of your emotions, if you take control of your financial situation, you get liberated. Things change for you. Things start to get better. In this video here, I'm gonna show you guys the only strategy in cryptocurrency that's been working. It's tried, true, tested, and it's gonna work for 2020. It's gonna turn people into millionaires. If I got $150 million right now, this is exactly what I would do. It doesn't require technical skills. It doesn't require any type of mathematician knowledge. It's extremely simple. I'm gonna break it down very simple for you. And I'm gonna make it even easier for you guys. It's a free PDF, go ahead on the link below, of this whole entire presentation so you can print it out and refer to it anytime you have a problem in cryptocurrency. I am the only cryptocurrency YouTuber that's doing this and providing this type of value. Guys, if you like that, if you appreciate the value I bring, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button as well as the push notification bell and smash the like button so more people can see this video, guys. I'm real deal. I'm trying to take over this whole entire market and I try to keep it down to earth. I'm taking over the market by providing you guys with as much value as I possibly can, guys. Again, hit that subscribe button as well as the push notification bell, as well as do me a favor, follow me on Instagram. I'm giving you guys like kind of like a behind the scenes look to my life. And I kind of want to get more followers there just in case YouTube, has issues with, censorship and everything like that we've seen in the cryptocurrency community. Quick, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. So you can get more updates on what I'm doing with my cryptocurrency and everything like that, guys. By the way, the Facebook group that I showed in my last video, there's a whole bunch of people trying to apply to the Facebook group. It's only for people that purchase fundamental secrets. It's for professionals that are literally serious about, cryptocurrency, that really want, to change their lives. By the way, guys, it's not open to the public either. There's a second link called thefundamentalsecrets.com. I'm only accepting applications into this course. So if you want to apply for this course, go ahead, use the application, thefundamentalsecrets.com, and jump into it. Now let's jump into the video. I told you guys I was gonna give you a free PDF, and it's gonna be a whole presentation, okay? So you can print it out, follow along, or you could just watch this video for reference. This is something you share to somebody that doesn't believe in cryptocurrency, doesn't believe in Bitcoin. This is the video you share. This is the video you sit back and you take notes, because I'm gonna go into immense detail. This is the most in-depth I've ever shown my trading strategy ever when it comes to, cryptocurrency. This is exactly what I do. Like I said, if I was to, hypothetically start a hedge fund, someone gave me $150 million, this is what I would do with my money. And I'm going to stay to this, investment strategy until it changes. But for the past 10 years or so, this is what's worked for all cryptocurrency millionaires and in some cases billionaires. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So the points of discussion. you have to change your belief system, right? You have to change your mentality. If your mentality is stuck in that broke phase, you're going to stay broke forever. That's just the truth. That's how it works. If this really hurt your feelings, if that really hurt your feelings, that's a problem. Because if somebody were to take my money, I know for a fact I would go right back to making money because of my belief systems, how I think and how I move and the skills I developed. Right. So for me, that's not that big of a deal. If Bitcoin cryptocurrencies fall 30%, the same kind of analogy, if you lose money, right, how are you going to react? That's everything, right? So we have to change your belief system. Also, so you have to pinpoint your macro portfolio, your micro portfolio. The whole strategy I'm going to show you is going to be to like get more Bitcoin. And then you need a cash out strategy as well as where you're going to put your money after, right? What are you going to do when you made a whole bunch of money on cryptocurrency? So the first thing, you really have to have a strong foundation. Understanding the broad cycles and the fundamentals is more important than investing in itself. Because if you go and invest money and you made like a couple $100,000, you know, being that cryptocurrency is very volatile, you can lose it as quick. And it goes the other way around too. If you don't have the fundamentals, if you don't have think about a house, right? If you don't have the foundation, if you lose money, then it's going to be a permanent loss. For me, if I lose money, I have so many strategies to get that money back, right? And it goes the other way around. Like if you make money, you might lose it. So you have to have a strong belief system. What do I mean by belief system? Now, the Bitcoin, I have other videos that dive into more depth, but just to kind of give you the overall gist, Bitcoin is the best form of money. Right? The properties of Bitcoin are better than any other form of money. It's revolutionary, okay? So it's basically creating the next generation of value transfer when it comes to communication, money, technologies, innovation. It's the next step, guys. It really is. If you don't understand that by now, go research blockchain technology. It's unstoppable and transparent. The immutable cryptographic technology, with a public ledger, it's basically completely transparent and nobody can really stop it, right? It would be very hard. It's unhackable. It's hard to explain, but there's more details in my videos as well as other research articles. Bitcoin is literally coded to be bullish. It's literally made to offset traditional finance and monetary policy, as well as it's coded to boom. It's coded to go viral. It's coded to basically reach 250K, which we're going to talk about in this video, of course. Now, this is a really good point because we're actually coming into the time where let's watch this video right here with JP Morgan. It's really, really interesting and funny.
I could care less about Bitcoin. I don't know why I said anything about it. The blockchain is a technology, which is a good technology. We actually use it. It will be used for a lot of different things. God bless the blockchain. Cryptocurrencies and digital currencies, I think are also fine. JP Morgan moves $6 trillion around the world every day. We don't do it in cash. It's done digitally. If it can be done digitally with the blockchain, so be it. But it'll still be a dollar cryptocurrency. What I have an issue with is a non-fiat cryptocurrency. Dollar, so crypto, sterling, euro, yen, they're all fine. I don't personally understand the value of something that has no actual value. You all can do whatever you want, and I don't care. Okay?
So Jamie over there bashing Bitcoin, right? Saying it's worthless, well, who cares, right? Making fun of it and stuff like that. But then it just happens to be that JP Morgan, the same bank that was bashing Bitcoin, is now offering banking services to Coinbase and Gemini as the first cryptocurrency exchange customers. So did they change their role? Yes, of course. They're on the Ethereum Alliance. They're literally on the Ethereum Alliance. They have money invested in Bitcoin. They changed their mind. This is very bullish news for Bitcoin. Another thing, Trump is getting into he's basically proposing negative interest rates. If you guys don't understand what that means, this is the first time ever in the United States economy that there's negative interest rates. Dropping interest rates to 0.025, 0% was bad enough, but this is just going to only add to inflation. It's going to only add to the money supply, diluting your savings. It's literally made to encourage you guys to spend your savings. They're telling you, so if you save, you're literally going to lose money, right? If you have a bank account and there's money in it, you're going to lose your money. And this is at the same time, I'm just trying to change your mindset about Bitcoin if you don't already believe in it. This is at the same time that billionaires are talking about Bitcoin. It's as simple as that. Like you got one billionaire here, you got another billionaire there. Hedge fund owners are investing in cryptocurrency, right? They're starting to realize that this asset might be one of the best medium exchanges ever. It's the best producing asset of the past decade. This year, 2020, the best producing asset. At the same time, the United States average employment change is dramatically dropping. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys. The economy is going down. Look, manufacturing payrolls dramatically dropping. United States jobless claims higher than it's ever been before. Let's keep going. The manufacturing PMI is dropping substantially. United States bankruptcies are going up. The United States GDP is dropping. This is literally the most popular indicator to see if we're going in a recession. Could potentially be a depression, which a lot of billionaires are talking about. The consumer price index is extremely low. Extremely low. Guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google search it really quick. I'm just trying to change your mind for the people out there that are in traditional finance, that understand this stuff. I'm just trying to change your perspective, guys. United States, money supply is at its all-time high, diluting the savings. Interest rates are dropping to negative territory, which means that if you're saving money, you're screwed. You have to invest it. United States total vehicle sales are at its all-time low in the past couple of years or so. It's ridiculous. I could keep going. Business inventories and negative territory. If businesses don't have any inventory, there's no manufacturing. United States industrial performance, negative territory. Let's keep going. United States imports at its all-time low. No one's importing anything because there's no money out. Guys, the economy has obviously taken a nosedive. No matter which way you cut it, there's something going on here. Obviously, a bigger picture, they're struggling, right? They're struggling. And if you keep your money in a bank, you're losing value. If you invest in the stock market, that's susceptible to a crash. Essentially, all the money and all the hard work you put in over the years, committing to a job, sacrificing your freedom. Like I told you guys, this is a figment of our imagination. Money means nothing. What it really means is your freedom. You sacrifice all this freedom in the past so that you can have freedom in the future when you retire. If you don't have this, if this isn't worth anything, then essentially you sacrifice your freedom. That's really important to understand. Let's talk about the macro, part of building your portfolio for this strategy. So if you want to get into cryptocurrency, hopefully you understand by now. If you don't, go watch my other videos. That was just a quick kind of brief, very brief understanding of what's going on. But if you believe in cryptocurrency and you want to get started, it's very, very simple. You have to start off with a macro portfolio. You have to start off with something that you're going to stick to over time. Now, personally, my portfolio changed recently a little bit. I'm going about 15% into altcoins. 35% of my portfolio is going into Ethereum, and 50% is going into Bitcoin. What that means is that you want to take 10% of your net worth. So let's say hypothetically with all your investments, the equity on your house, if you have some cars, whatever the case is, you take all your investments, you take 10% of that. If you're just starting cryptocurrency, start off with 10% only. So if you have $1,000 to your name, you only want to put 100. Why? Because cryptocurrency, being that it's volatile, if it drops substantially, if it goes to negative 30%, it's not going to hurt you as much as if you put your whole net worth. Now, the reason why I say that is because when it drops, you have to hold, okay? And if you can't hold it because you have to pay bills, then you're going to literally realize the cost, right? You're going to realize that negative 10, 20%. But if you hold it and it goes back up, then you didn't lose anything essentially, right? You have to be emotionally aware when things happen. So 10% of your net worth when you're just starting. But if you keep going, it's not a problem to increase the percentage of your net worth into crypto. So there's no number. When I go to the macro portfolio here, there's no number, right? It's not like I have this many altcoins. No, it's all to you guys. That's why all these other trading strategies are BS. It's not tailored to you. These trading strategies tailored to you. You have to think about your net worth and only put 10% and then increase with your confidence. The more you learn about blockchain technology, the more you learn about the decentralization of the internet, the more you learn about macroeconomics, right? Then you can increase your net worth, right? You can increase how much we put into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Being that it's volatile, you don't want to go crazy. You don't want to go absolutely ridiculous because you can lose big if you don't know what you're doing. So now when you're looking at cryptocurrencies, you want to have a micro portfolio as well. So micro, what I mean is you want to play with altcoins. So if I come back to this right here, that 15% right there, that's where the money's made. Now, don't get me wrong, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you're gonna make money. But the altcoins, the 15% is where you get 100x gains. And I've experienced it for myself. I bought Ethereum. You guys know my story, $3 to $7, $3 to $10. And it went up to all the way to 1,400. That was 127x gains, right? So that's where you make the serious wealth, okay? So there's strategies to finding your altcoins. So I just want you guys to have a solid foundation, though, so that when you do invest in these altcoins and they go to zero and you lose 70, 80% of your money, you're not tripping because you have Bitcoin and Ethereum and they're consistently gaining over time and they're just more stable, right? So those 15% altcoins we're gonna be talking about now. So there's the generators and there's oscillators. Now, generators, essentially, they go down over time. They have a half-life. So if we come over here, this is Willy Woo charts. So it basically shows degenerators and oscillators, right? So the vast majority of altcoins are degenerators. Their price chart has a measurable half-life like radioactive decay. Plotting a log chart is a straight down line. So essentially, they win sometimes, and then they go straight down, right? Now, Bitcoin is an oscillator. You can see how it's kind of going up over time. Okay, the goal is to invest only in oscillators for the long term, but you want to invest in degenerators to make money to increase your oscillator position. So what that means is you want to build your micro portfolio to do this. Okay, so essentially you're going to be using fundamental analysis as well as technical analysis to find your coins. You're going to be researching these coins, and I'm going to talk about, guys, download this PDF. I'm going to be talking about the main factors of these cryptocurrencies and why they're worth value. I'm going to give you all the points. I'm giving you everything in this video, so there's no question. When people ask me, I could just refer them to this video. You can share it with your friends or whatever. But as you can see here, your micro portfolio, the only goal you have. So being that Bitcoin. Okay, being that Bitcoin, it has the most price history. It's been here the longest, right? All coins move after Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the household name. All of your analysis and all of your thoughts and all of your knowledge should be going to understanding what Bitcoin is. Okay, understanding why it moves a certain way, understanding why the price. You should be spending most of your time understanding Bitcoin, and then the altcoins should be to increase your Bitcoin position. Your cash out strategy should be detailed towards Bitcoin. The altcoins, you should only be, cashing in the altcoins to Bitcoin. So essentially, you're turning the altcoins into Bitcoin. Okay, so as you can see here, remember I told you, Bitcoin's oscillator. So this big, kind of parabolic line up there, that's Bitcoin. Okay, now these is like an altcoin. It kind of goes up. Sometimes it beats Bitcoin. So when it beats Bitcoin, so let's say hypothetically Bitcoin went up 10% today, and this altcoin B went up 50% today. So what you could do is you take the altcoin B and you turn it into Bitcoin, you realize those profits, and then you ride the Bitcoin wave up. So your cash out strategy should be in Bitcoin. I'll give you my exact cash out strategy. I'm gonna tell you towards the end of this video. But finding undervalued altcoins using fundamental analysis and technical analysis is useful to make the big bucks to turn into Bitcoin to cash out Bitcoin. If you understand what I'm saying. So hopefully you guys understand that strategy. And the reason why you go long-term Bitcoin is because Bitcoin's Bitcoin. It's just simple as that. Bitcoin's Bitcoin. I'll just leave it at that. It's the market, right? So as you can see here, fundamental analysis. Now, nobody else is giving you this on the internet. By matter of fact, no book is written about this. There's slight, chapters in books written about this. There's nobody that's dove this deep into fundamental analysis that I know of. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Please, in the comment section below, name somebody else that is as detailed as I am when it comes to fundamental analysis. I know for a fact no YouTuber, I know that for a fact, is on the level of depth and complexity as me when it comes to this. I'm planning on writing a book in the future, and I have a PhD. No, I just don't know PhD. What are you talking about? I dropped out of school to make money. All right, so if you come over here to fundamental analysis, you can see that there's different things there's a lot more. I mean, this would be like 4 pages long. You get the most of it with Fundamental Secrets, of course, my course and everything like that. But I'm just gonna give you guys free knowledge today, and definitely apply to that if you do want to get access. But as you can see here, fundamental analysis, it's usually split up into a lot of different areas. And the ones I decided to put here because they're most important is marketing, product, leadership, and the industry. And you could break up marketing to so many variables. I couldn't fit. There's like 15 videos I made on the marketing section specifically. But it's like analyzing the website traffic or analyzing their marketing campaign, right? What is their reputation amongst the community, right? Did you scour Google AdWords to see where they're spending their money? Have you looked into their social media to see if it's fake or not fake, right? When it comes to the product, what's their consensus mechanism? How decentralized are they, right? So specifically, some coins are going to be taking advantage of you when it comes to decentralization. You have to make sure that they're fairly decentralized because Bitcoin is decentralized and it's the best example we have of a cryptocurrency. What's the code quality? How quality is the code, right? How many commits, how many contributors? What's the background of these people when you go to leadership? What's the reputation of these people? Are they criminals? Do they have connections? What's their experience? You could even go down to personality types and seeing if their synergy with their other team members are good. You could even go down to the litigations against the company to see if there's any, bad filings and everything like that for them, lawsuits and all that. Corporate governments, to who's running the show, right? A lot of different variables in leadership. Product, back to product, the value proposition. Is the product even gonna work? There's so many cryptocurrencies. I'll be the first one to say this because I do a lot of research, a lot of fundamental analysis. There's so many cryptocurrencies that you guys own. You own them. Their value proposition is literally flawed. It doesn't make sense, right? It's literally trying to solve a problem that doesn't need to be solved. Value proposition is one of the most important things when it comes to a product. And then to the industry, to the macroeconomics, what's going on in the economy. I kind of explained that in the beginning a little bit. What's going on in the economy is very relevant to your project, as well as the industry that it's in, right? So not only the macroeconomics of it, but like, for example, if you're building a world computer, you have to compete against other world computers like the regular internet, the industry that's in. If you're making a currency, we got to compete against other currencies, right? If you're making a decentralized cloud computing service, you have to compete against other traditional cloud computing services. Not only do you have to be better, but you have to be 10 times better than these other cloud computing services. So essentially, if you're investing in a cryptocurrency project that's only a little bit better, it's a waste of time, waste of money. The traditional is going to beat you every single time, right? And this is why I don't have over diversification, because most projects in cryptocurrency are trash. It's as simple as that. They're trash, right? Down to the ecosystem. So now you have to compare it to the industry leaders in cryptocurrency itself. So if you're doing cloud computing, there's like 15 different cloud computing computers. What makes your project the best? And all these factors are taken into consideration, as well as, researching principles, which is down to investigative research. It gets crazy, but fundamental analysis is an art, okay, guys? And you can definitely dive and do more research than you currently are doing. I can tell you that for a fact. Then we go to technical analysis, classical TA, market cycles, ratios, price trends, swing trades. All these factors, you have to take them in consideration when you're looking at, these undervalued altcoins to increase your Bitcoin position. That's a fact. So now what am I going to cash out, right? I get these undervalued altcoins, which I give a lot of them away on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe. I give them a lot, on my YouTube channel, so you guys can, kind of get, instead of teaching you to fish, I give you the fish. But if you want to learn how to fish, of course, I got the course, right? And then the cash out strategy. This is very simple. I'm going to start cashing out 150K. Okay. After this, I'll tell you why. Okay. But cashing out 150K, I think is fairly realistic. Okay, so all my coins, I'm gonna be cashing them into Bitcoin and make my first position at 150K. Now, I'm not gonna cash out all my Bitcoin. I'm gonna split it up into 10 equal parts. 50% of my Bitcoin, I'm never gonna sell, ever. That's going away. I put it in a vault. It's gone forever. Okay, I'm just holding that Bitcoin, until one day Bitcoin's an actual currency. Now, the other 50%, I'm gonna be cashing out my first 1/5 position at 150K. Okay, then another one at 175K. You're gonna have to take my word for it, but another one at 175K. Another one at 200K, another one at 250, and then if it keeps going up, I'll have that last position to cash out at the top there, right? So that's the cash out strategy I have. I'm gonna explain exactly why. So if I come over here, this is the stock to flow model. This guy, Plan B, went viral for his original stock to flow model, right? Everybody knows about it, okay? But the thing about this one is called the stock to flow model X. I've explained it in other videos, but I'm just gonna give you a brief explanation of what's going on. So essentially, Bitcoin has gone up for multiple reasons, okay? And the reasons are stated here. At one point, it was a proof of concept, gained value because people liked it, right? Then it was a payment system that was actually valuable. Then it ended up being kind of like a e-gold. The most recent bull run in 2017, it was a financial asset. So if you can see here, these are kind of like the 4 clusters that we've already seen. Now, what this guy did is he compared it to silver and gold. So if we get the market cap of gold and silver, which he believes is the next 2 reasons why Bitcoin's gonna blow up, it's gonna, increase in value, then if you do the math, it comes down to here, it's pretty straightforward. He predicts, and this is like one of the most respected data science, articles you could ever read. Go ahead and read it for yourself. I'll leave it a link in the description below. He translates that Bitcoin's price is going to be 288K. So I'm very conservative when I have this cash out strategy. Now, of course, you can read that article. Hopefully, guys, read the article. Don't just take my word for it. But I'm fairly conservative when I start cashing out 150K. So let's go to the next part here. Where are you going to put the money after? So before you invest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, where are you going to put the money after? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest in real estate. So I'm literally waiting for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to boom and the real estate market to crash so I can scoop up some properties and build long-term wealth. That's essentially my plan. You got to think about your long-term plan. If you do make money in cryptocurrency, a fool and his money are soon parted, right? Don't be the guy that won the lotto and then lost all of his money. Don't be the rapper that, overdosed on a drug because he didn't know how to manage his life, right? You want to think about your long-term strategy. Always have it in the back of your mind. You're going to invest in a business. You're going to start something, right? Because when you have this amount of money, you got to keep it. And as you know, Bitcoin works in 4-year cycles. You can't just play around for the 4 years and wait for Bitcoin to go up again. You got to do something. You got to make business. You got to make cash flow. So think about your long-term strategy. So just to sum up everything, guys, you got to change your mind. You got to understand what's going on. You got to make your macro portfolio. You got to make your micro portfolio. You got to find these undervalued altcoins so you can cash into Bitcoin. And then you have to have a cash out strategy for Bitcoin. And when you do cash out, you have to have a strategy to make more money in the future. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with this technology, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.